from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jarrett Stidham and the Green Bay Packers versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both... time as we're underway here in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Not much there, only a yard. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Stidham. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Stidham from the shotgun. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Taking it about the 16. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. at the 43-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stidham. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Stidham. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Stidham. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Stidham will throw again. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
an option handoff here to Dobbins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the
numbers for Brown from a week ago. 4 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
A gain of 13.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the
Dobbins running out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun, going for it all. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 17. Packers nothing.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Recovered by the kicking team.
And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Baltimore. tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Third from the gun, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
To number 81.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packers offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Play action. It's Stidham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stidham off play action. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Run for Pollard. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Stidham. And oh, what a catch that time by Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Stidham. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip it down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Stidham. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
From midfield now, here's Stidham. Caught on the right side by Adams. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. For the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And here's Jackson on the option. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 12.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Again, Jackson will keep it. First down and more for Jackson. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Looking deep for Adams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
By the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10.
What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Gain of 12.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Throwing again, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Stidham from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 24-17, your final score. And then on Monday night, folks, you are in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
Packers 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
7.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 20.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A gain of 10. Brings up
another run here with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Jackson's pass.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
8 yards on the
Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson over the middle here to Brown.
Jackson's pass.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown.
Jackson's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
The attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Ravens 33.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled, I can tell you that.
Maybe. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Down at the 26.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running the jet sweep. Landry. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Pollard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Patrick Queen.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Now Stidham on first down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Stidham going back to the air and able to find Higbee. It's complete.
Green Bay Packer.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
By Chase Winovich.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Stidham. And the pressure gets to him again.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
On the carry.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard.
On 2nd down, Haywood. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open left side is Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
6 yards.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Dobbins. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker now to add the point after.
For the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Adams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stidham will throw again. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Jarvis Landry out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Stidham. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Stidham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
On 3rd down, Stidham to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.